Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
Arizona
Up
Cardinals
next, we've got a good one
going
on
up
tap
against the
between the
Dallas
visiting
Cowboys.
Arizona Cardinals and the
This
Dallas Cowboys.
Week 6, game number
So with that, let's head over to the
14.
heart of Texas. Massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are Brandon Guy and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
Stadium in Dallas, Texas.
Here was the scene where the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel.
And
It was loud, it's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, After give me the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives your defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 in the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
No gain on the dump off. It's second down. And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend. Sets all the line calls and blocks so aggressively.
Prescott now from the 50. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Chandler Jones just keeps getting better and better. Each season, he adds a little more to his game. I wonder if he wants to take on his UFC fighting brother at any time.
On second down, Elliott. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 22 yards there, first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign of the opening drive. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers put up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline as a play call. You're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action or stick something to it between the second and the third level.
And power running here down the 6-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Forbath will put this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Forbath now to kick it away after the main field goal. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now come the Cardinals now for the opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Murray now on 1st down. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I missed him, it would have been a long night.
1st down, Murray. Johnson's got it complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up the 2nd down. And certainly one of the mainstays in this offense is the crafty veteran L. Fitz.
Love the way you phrased it, crafty. This guy knows how to get open and catch the football.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A gain of 3 less play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5.
Still third down.
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Throwing is Murray on third down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on his first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Murray now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a couple there in the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing on first down is Murray. It'll buy some time right. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now line with Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. That's going to bring out the 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Now this is up and good to make it 7-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are none too plays that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Draw play, Elliott. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to pot it away. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. Gets around him. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now the throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window find a bullet in there for the completion. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always about who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense. Let's face it, if you got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. It's complete to the tight end play. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 43.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Murray now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On 1st and 10, Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd 5. Here's Murray. He's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Robert Quinn, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he is square, too. Sometimes you can bang one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field to the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Drake will start the drive on the ground. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throw caught here by Bird. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On third down, Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got a first down and inside the midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's got it incomplete. It's Clay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Murray now, 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable set down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down, Murray sets to throw. They almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun now from Murray. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 31-yard line. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so on a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott caught by Cobb. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed and catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Prescott. Their Hosman, that's Cooper. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
I like to call out 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And down. Prescott from the gun. Cooper's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Prescott. He's going to take a shot to the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The first down carry by Elliott. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with its 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Prescott to throw. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He got out of bounds, that's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lane, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And again, touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead. That turned out how they wanted. Run the touch play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Format to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try to take the field goal out of it.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first 10 at their own 24. Murray now on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11, a Cardinal first down.
To win any route, you got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Murray now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, first and 10. Murray now on first down. Now they pull it down. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
To throw again, second down. Murray toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now the third down throw incomplete as well. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's A. Lee now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, and what on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5 all the way down the yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is put a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now a carry for the big fellow. This is Janae's Waller. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. This is where, in the fifth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, it kind of sucks the will out of him, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. That throw good for a couple of brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play of this football game. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
So the game manager said, hopefully they have a little more dark this year and a little bit more. The Giants, they have been a bit in the dark. They need to rebuild those.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with it. This one stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. They'll likely put an end to this thing. There's your lead. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line to wind up losing a yard on the play and now bring up a 2nd and 11.
I think it appeared to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And I guess the big question is, what kind of season is this going to be? Because guys are already banged up. So
maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. We're 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side of the lane. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, trying to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, Parker, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I think I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to 0. But going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play, which still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Shark Week's fun. It's been on for years. A lot of Australia.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Right? There you have it. The Cowboys are winners. 10-7 over the Rams and the Cardinals. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll be back tomorrow for week number 7. So, please like and subscribe.